For Spanish speakers in the Pacific Northwest, getting the news can be a challenge. Over the past several years, the options for Spanish language news have dwindled, even as Hispanics represent the fastest growing portion of the population in Oregon. Fox 12 investigative reporter Ezra Kaplan looks at what happens when that coverage goes away and who's stepping in to fill the gap.
When a Spanish language newscast disappeared in Portland, it left thousands of viewers with few ways to get local information in their first language. For many, that means losing access to critical updates on immigration, public safety, and daily life. So one journalist decided he would try to replace an entire newsroom on his own.
So this other one, he's ordered off.
5 days a week from a Portland basement, Antonio Sanchez delivers the news in Spanish.
¿Qué tal? Les saluda Antonio Sánchez. Gracias por acompañarnos.
Noticias Noroeste, which means Northwest News, is the only locally produced Spanish language news broadcast in Oregon or Southwest Washington.
What goes into putting together Noticias Noroeste?
It takes about 16 hours a day.
16 hours a day.
To produce a 30-minute show.
And it's just you?
It's just me.
Wow.
Sanchez has spent more than 2 decades in TV news, most recently as an anchor for Univision in Portland. But in late 2024, Sinclair shut down those Spanish language news operations and replaced it with sports coverage. For many viewers, that meant losing their primary source of local news.
And as a journalist, I said, no biggie. You know, I've been in other markets where there have been layoffs. I'll just pick up and leave. But in this market, it was different, because Univision was the only Spanish language TV station in the entire state. With no competition, we were risking of becoming a media desert for the Latino community.
Sanchez decided to stay and build something new. The first broadcast of Noticias Noroeste was on January 20th, 2025, the same day President Trump took office for a second time. As immigration enforcement ramped up, the Spanish-speaking community was desperate for news in their own language and for reporters who could tell their stories.
Because Espanol is my first language, and I speak English, but I have some of the words that I cannot explain well.
Jackie Merlos, along with her 4 children, was detained in June of last year after visiting a park near the Canadian border. Her sister, who doesn't speak English, reached out to Sanchez, and he was the first to share it with the public.
The story that I share with Antonio is not just my story, it's the story from many people. So I feel like so many people get connected with me when I share my story with Antonio.
Her story became international news. After an intervention from Congressional Representative Maxine Dexter and over 100 days in immigration detention, Merlos was freed. She gives a lot of credit to Sanchez.
He's really humble, and that is what we like about him, that he cares about the community.
Most of his viewers are on Facebook and YouTube, with tens of thousands tuning in throughout each week. And his reach is far beyond the Northwest.
I get people from around the world, where they have family members here in the U.S. I have people from Colombia, Venezuela, watching because they want to know what's happening with their loved ones.
And while he is very clear about who his audience is, he's also clear about his responsibilities as a journalist.
Sometimes I'm going to give news that's not favorable for Latinos, but it's news that needs to be delivered. I cannot blur lines. I cannot pretend it doesn't exist, because it exists. And this is a platform based on a journalistic integrity.
And for many Spanish-speaking viewers, he is not just a reporter. He may be the only local news source they have in their own language. Sanchez says Noticias Noroeste is funded entirely by advertising, and right now, it's just enough to keep him going. But his work also highlights a much larger gap. With few other Spanish-language news options left in the region, for many viewers, this is not just an alternative. It's the only way they're staying informed. Reporting in studio, Ezra Kaplan, Fox 12 Oregon.